Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, this is Moletrap here. I am here with Rise. It's the first time I've done a dual commentary in a while, and this game is worthy of an octuple commentary. If it was feasible and possible and everyone was online, I would have wanted to get every commentator I've ever known in on this game. This is none other than the return of Boxer, ladies and gentlemen. Johan, Slayer's S Boxer, coming back to SKT1, back on SKT for the first time in years. Now, he did play one game in the Winners League some months back, but, you know, that was just kind of a single game thrown in there. And this is what we can, you know, this is Boxer's real comeback. And people have been asking me over and over and over again, when's Boxer going to play? Why haven't we seen Boxer play? You know, where's Boxer? What's he up to? And I've been telling him he's biding his time. He's biding his time. He's getting his skills back up. He didn't have a lot of time or ability to train when he was on Ace, and there's the man himself in that booth there. And he's been biding his time, getting his skills back up. And this game is when SKT1 is finally unleashing the Emperor back on the world of Starcraft. I am extremely excited to see what he's capable of now, and to see how he can do against another very good Terran, fOrGG.
Well, it's been a long and impatient wait for me, and I'm sure for many of Boxer's fans who have been waiting forever to see when this guy is going to play again ever since he was released from Air Force Ace, what must have been a season or two ago. And finally, he's going to be unleashed into the public, and I, for one, am very excited to see what he can do. Boxer, the Golden Mouse winner of years past, back from 2001. Do you guys even remember that year? I don't. I don't know if I was born, but because Boxer was owning people back then, and he was destroying. He was destroying everybody in 2001, and today in 2009, he is still here playing today, and we'll have to see if he can once again become, you know, that dominant force, that bon joie, or whatever you call it. I don't know if I can pronounce it right. But I have some high expectations for this game, and honestly, even if he doesn't win, it's going to be one of those pleasures to watch the guy play and know that he is back in the scene, being that influential person he is. By the way, Boxer is the first pro gamer above the age of 30, I believe, to play in any pro game anywhere in Korea or whatever. I mean, he's the legend himself, you know, the original Emperor, and it's a very exciting time for me right now, and I know for Moletrap as well, and I'm sure for a lot of the fans out there. So it should be mentioned, I guess, that he's going up against fOrGG, who himself, fOrGG is actually an MSL winner of past. So we'll have to see how these two titans go at it. This is going to be an exciting TVT, and man, I just can't wait for him to get started.
Right, and just a minor correction, Boxer actually does not quite have the Golden Mouse. He's gotten 2 OSLs, but I don't think he's gotten that third one. And my video is actually lagging a little bit, so hopefully we're still going to be on sync here. But anyway, yes, this is
Challenge League. Sorry.
Yeah, he win the on-game at Challenge League. Yeah, Boxer, I'm not too... I mean, I'm really anxious to see what he has, just from a curiosity standpoint, as well as being excited to see the most famous StarCraft player ever back in the scene. Because, you know, he wasn't doing that well recently. We saw him in, you know, the OSL prelims. He did decently well, and then got out. The MSL prelims, he got out. So we haven't really seen him succeed very much at all lately. You know, since getting out of the Air Force, and even in the Air Force, he had a really, really tough time. So, but like I said, we haven't seen anything out of him in 2 months. So, hopefully, I know we're all hoping that he's been training his butt off for those 2 months, and now he's going to be back in the game. But then again, we do have, you know, your Saviors and your Reaches and, you know, other good players in the past. It's really difficult for them to stay in the game. You know, or is he going to be like a Nada, who, you know, remains competitive despite being such a longevitous character in the scene? So we'll have to see. And here comes the game, just hopefully, so we're on sync 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hopefully Rise and I are close enough on our syncing for that to be... Okay, cool. Excellent. And so let's get the colors here first off. It looks as if... Never, which is fOrGG's other name, is going to be the green Terran, and he's going to be on the left side of the map and Boxer, Slayer's Boxer, Red Terran is going to be in the top right area of the map, and this is one of the relatively new maps called Shades of Twilight. And it should be very, very interesting to see how this game goes, because yeah, fOrGG, a very good player himself, won an MSL. He's kind of dropped off out of the the high ranks of the Starcraft world since then. Hasn't really accomplished a whole lot since then, but he still is a force to contend with. And so, yeah, should be fun. We'll see how things go.
And, you know, I can't help but wonder what goes through these players' minds in the beginning, especially, where they're not really focused on much of anything because they're just setting up their miners. You know, they're just sending them to the mineral patches, pressing S, pressing S, pressing S, and that's about it. So you got to think that there's a lot going through Boxer's mind right now. Clearly, there's a lot of pressure. Being such a dominant player of past, he knows that he's obviously the icon of StarCraft, you know, and it's just, I hope he doesn't have so much pressure where he chokes, but, you know, having nearly, I don't know how many games under his belt, let's see, he's got close to 500 games. He's at like 460 games under his belt. I'm sure that he's going to be able to get past this pressure and put on a good game. And a lot of those games, of course, were in finals of Star Leagues and Pro Leagues and whatever. So, really, I'm guessing it's not going to be too much under his
Boxer doesn't feel pressure anymore. There's no way that he can feel any pressure these days. I mean, like you said, he's been in finals. He was in the finals of a Star League against his own protege. He's been in finals of Star Leagues against his nemesis, and there's just no way that he can feel any pressure. Especially, I mean, even though he's coming back here, yeah, I guess there might be a little bit of nervousness, but it's not going to affect his gameplay. You can't be on Boxer's level and still be at a point where you can let that sort of thing affect your gameplay. Yeah, anyway, if anything, he might be feeling in a positive way that he's feeling the support of all his fans, and that sort of thing. Anyway, fOrGG, by the way, it looks like he's taken some SCVs off gas. He's setting an SCV out. It looks like he might be setting up for one factory into Command Center build. This is a reverse ramp map, and you can see right there, Boxer's actually built his barracks, and it looks like a depot on top of his ramp to block off that sort of very thin ramp going into his base. Oh, hidden second factory! Hidden second factory! Boxer going for two factories, it looks like, and he's hidden one behind the mineral lines there to completely hide it. So if fOrGG somehow gets a scout in, he still won't be able to see that Boxer's gone for two factories here. And so Boxer's hoping to really just catch fOrGG by surprise. And again, Boxer is just the best player. It is a reverse ramp, but there's a second ramp coming up into the natural expansion where a scout could come in, and that is why we saw him hide it behind those minerals so that it wouldn't be seen, because he could send the scout in the other direction. Anyway, so Boxer even planning down his machine shop on that hidden factory behind the minerals, and fOrGG, one factory in Command Center, is there still a chance that he could, there's still a very good chance that he could, have enough forces to hold off a two-factory push, but without being able to see it coming, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, and we actually, I just watched a game very recently where one of the players went for what I call an FFD, we call the FD build, where they go one fact into Command Center, where now we're seeing the fake double, basically, where he fakes a double but then really goes a double, so it's for the fake out, and fOrGG does appear to be going for that Command Center right after the first factory, which is very standard in TVT play. And now I'm very curious as to what Boxer is planning to do with that machine shop of his. I don't think that he's just going to go pure vultures and go for like spider mines or something. I think that he's actually going to go for like a tank or something, because that, I would imagine, would be a lot more effective against other vultures who aren't going to have mines upgraded or speed upgraded. But he is upgrading something, so maybe he is going to go mines. I just don't know how it'll be effective. Although, as we've seen armory going up, maybe it will be effective, and there is a tank there. So I guess maybe he knows something that I don't, and he's reading fOrGG like a book. but it looks like maybe if he goes for that mine upgrade after all, he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. And fOrGG, I don't know if he's actually, and it is all vultures. I don't know if fOrGG is pushing out or if he's just going towards the edge of his base. But we see 5 vultures coming from Boxer, 6 vultures, and now 7 vultures. And now it looks like he's just going to head in, put the pressure on fOrGG right away, maybe go for a run by. I don't know if he's going to be able to. fOrGG very quick though, able to block this. It looks like he's going to be able to block his rip. They are spider mines. Now he's separated essentially fOrGG's top base from his bottom base, but there is nothing mining up there quite yet. He's only stopped the command center from going up, and Boxer has now basically locked fOrGG in his base and made that command center pretty much ineffective until he can clear out that mine area. And I don't know if he's going for speed next in that upgrade area or if he's going to go for siege tech, but Boxer has got quite a bit of an advantage right here.
Sheer brilliance by Boxer, and how could we expect anything different? I mean, Boxer, he's shown in his time in the Air Force that that's what he does when he doesn't have the mechanical advantage of a lot more playtime and better practice partners. He uses his brain to achieve his victories, and that's exactly what he's done here. You know, going for a unique build, a clever build, and I think the clue that we had for the vultures actually was the fact that he put up 2 machine shops, and I don't know if you saw it or not, because he actually hid it from fOrGG by floating his barracks above the second machine shop, so it wouldn't be as easy to spot. And, you know, you don't get 2 machine shops usually unless you're going to go for mines and speed at the same time. So coming in with a bunch of vultures, and now the siege mode at the same time. He's going to siege up on top of fOrGG's ramp, using the reverse ramp against him. fOrGG has more tanks, but Boxer has the high ground, and all these mines going, and fOrGG doesn't even have siege mode yet, and Boxer is slowly powering down that machine shop, trying to kill it off. He's going to try and kill off the SCV so they can't repair the machine shop. It looks like he is going to save the machine shop, so he is going to get siege mode up, and that may save fOrGG. He needs that siege mode, but it looks like all the SCVs have died. If that machine shop goes down, oh, siege mode finishes. fOrGG charging up the ramp with SCVs to try and, oh no, but Boxer just has too much there, and Boxer holds the top of the ramp and the advantage. He is going to kill off the... Oh, no, it looks like there's one more hit on that machine shop, but it doesn't matter. He's killed off the command center that was being built. I'm not sure if he had a chance to cancel it or not, but Slayer's Boxer has a huge lead as far as his placement here, though. And fOrGG, just going almost out of desperation, is going to go for some cloaked raids or perhaps a drop to try and get the drop on Boxer, as it were. Because right now he's at a huge disadvantage. Boxer can just box him in, as it were, again, and you know, Boxer could then just try and push this advantage home and keep attacking, or he could get an expansion. I'm expecting Boxer, he could go either way actually, but Boxer has a huge advantage here. fOrGG is in trouble, and his machine shop burns down. Oh, did you see the look on his face? He didn't realize it was going to happen. Oh my gosh. Oh, no more tanks for you, fOrGG. And there's the expansion going up for Boxer just to cement his lead.
Epic! That was awesome. Oh my god, you're right. I don't know how I did expect anything less. And I didn't. I really didn't expect anything less. That's the best part. And it looks like we're going to see a dropship from fOrGG. The question is, does Boxer have the presence of mind to know that this is coming? I don't know if he does. And oh, he takes out a tank of fOrGG who is just too far. And fOrGG is now sending some vultures over to Boxer to hopefully do some harassment. I don't know if Boxer is going to have anything in there to deal with this. So this could be very bad for Boxer if he's not careful. They are slow vultures. I guess that's one thing he's got going for him. But he's rallying all of his troops. But no, look at this. He's got a tank. Is he going to catch it though? No, he's not seeing it. No, he does see it now. He does see it. It looks like he'll have enough firepower with that single tank action to take out all 4 of those vultures. But in the meantime, he's going to lose a lot of SCVs if he's not careful. And he's now ferrying him over to his expansion, which is fine because he's got an expansion going up. He's got 2 tanks. 2 more dropships are coming, though. And I don't know if Boxer's going to have enough to deal with this in his main base. He's got 2 tanks, and whatever's producing in those factories right now, he is going to be able to take care of those vultures without too much of a problem. And he's pushing in on fOrGG's base. fOrGG has clearly taken the units in his base to push up on Boxer's base, and Boxer now is just basically pushing down that ramp. He's going to take out all the outlying buildings. But fOrGG, in the meantime, is gone for a counter drop. And but he's got a siege tank up already, and he's taking a lot of shots on fOrGG's units. And fOrGG, I gotta feel, is coming out behind. But no, look at that. fOrGG is taking out almost all of the SCVs, if not all of them. I don't know how many are left of Boxer, and now maybe Boxer is in trouble.
Wow, this is epic, and that was a really smart move for fOrGG. When you're in the bind that big, you really want to go for a counterattack of some kind. But Boxer knew that all those forces had been drawn from his base and decided to push in, and now fOrGG's main base is in a lot of trouble. But the key here is that fOrGG is actually mining at the moment. He's having to pull a lot of SCVs off. He's having to pull off a lot of SCVs, and Boxer doesn't even know that they aren't cloaked. He's trying to build a comsat center. But he's had to pull a lot of SCVs off, but he is still mining, and oh man, this Boxer could lose this game after all, despite having a huge advantage, just by virtue of the fact that fOrGG is still able to put out a few units here, and Boxer just is not. I think his main still has dropships and forces running around, and Boxer is not mining. He's not able to produce any more units right now. Is he going to be able to pull this off? It may become a kind of an elimination race. And Boxer's, oh man, he's wasting all this money on comsat stations because he thinks those Wraiths are going to cloak. And I don't think he ever had a chance to upgrade cloak. And here comes the final push, I think, from Boxer. He needs to finish off fOrGG with this, or it's not going to happen. Or maybe he was getting comsat to spot for the tanks, as he looks like he's doing now. But I think this might be over. I don't think Boxer has enough to come back now.
I don't want to watch.
Yeah.
He was in such a good position.
Oh man.
And I don't know. Maybe he just didn't see it coming, I guess. And now fOrGG is basically going to win this game almost definitely with the fact that he's got 2 dropships. He could just out-micro whatever Boxer has on the ground. He can drop SCVs. I mean, he can do whatever he wants basically at this point to take out those siege tanks. And you're right. I mean, fOrGG is not only mining, but he's heavily mining. He's got a lot of units to mine. And Boxer's just not going to be able to stand up to this. I really think that if Boxer had just taken all of his units and pushed in when he had that advantage, he could have won it all. But obviously he didn't see that as an opportunity at the time, and he clearly just didn't take advantage of that. And now this is going to be it as fOrGG finishes off the last of his SCVs.
Yeah, oh man. Maybe I should just turn off the video now and pretend that Boxer comes back. Because no, there's GG from Boxer. Oh my gosh. So disappointing, so disappointing. You gotta... No, I don't even have to hand it to fOrGG. Not in Boxer's returning game. I'm not gonna hand anything to fOrGG. That is disappointing to see happen. So Boxer coming out with a brilliant strategy and taking a really clear advantage, but just an equally brilliant counterstroke by fOrGG ended up clinching the game. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that despite all the disappointment. GG, thanks for watching.